Close your eyes. Take in a breath, deep, wide and slow. Let it pass through your chest, down into your belly. Exhale and let your body soften. There is a castle high upon a mountain ridge, shrouded in silver mist. It is ancient, not crumbling, but majestic in its age, like a symbol from an old dream. This is your castle. It does not belong to kings or ancestors. It is yours. It was carved by the experiences of your life. Each stone as a memory or belief, a part of your psychic inheritance. The turrets reach towards the stars. The lower chambers descend into depths unseen. This is not simply a metaphor, it is a reality. It is the architecture of your inner world. And today, you have returned, not to conquer, not to repair, but to reclaim. For deep within the labyrinth, beneath this castle, lies a sealed vault, a place where long ago something was placed out of sight, something fiery, powerful, and once overwhelming. Anger. You were too young to hold it, too sensitive, too attuned to the disapproval of others. And so, parts of you learned to lock it away, to keep you safe, and to protect the ego's self-concept that it wasn't for you to express it. Today, you do not arrive with judgment. You arrive as the self, the adult you, calm, curious, compassionate. Today the flame that was exiled is ready to return. You enter the castle through heavy oak doors. Inside, the light is dim and golden. The hall of identity stretches before you. A wide corridor lined with portraits. These are images of you as you've appeared to the world. Each one represents a persona, aspects of what the ego thinks you must be to survive. The caregiver, the thinker, the peacemaker, the spiritual seeker, the perfectionist. So it goes. endless portraits. In the centre of this hall stands a figure dressed in layered robes, noble, alert and weary. This is your ego, not the villain of your inner world, but the sovereign of your conscious identity. Jung wrote that the ego is the centre of the field of consciousness. It is not the self, but the portion of the self that identifies with your story and defends your image to the world. You approach this figure with respect. Say gently, "You have protected me from what felt too big to bear. You crafted an identity that would be acceptable, welcomed and loved. You've done your job well, considering my history, my circumstances, my past." The ego nods, slightly unsure. You continue. "But some truths of mine, as you know, were placed in the shadow. Some feelings were exiled because we know they didn't fit the story we needed to tell. Today I'm asking, can we go deeper together?" There is a long silence. Listen and see what arises in your awareness. Finally, the ego steps aside to reveal a spiral staircase descending into the heart of the castle. You approach. With each step downward, the air thickens. The torchlight flickers. You descend into the labyrinthine basement, the unconscious corridors of your own soul. Jung taught that what we do not make conscious appears in our life as fate. These tunnels are filled with such shadows, memories, sensations, truths too painful or too primal to face until now. Eventually, you arrive at a heavy iron door, sealed and humming with energy. 3 figures stand before it. These are your protectors. Inner sub-personalities whose job it is to keep exiled emotions like anger hidden, to preserve stability and protect the ego's self-concept. If it was necessary to do so when we were younger. These protectors may appear to you as they must. Allow yourself to recognize them. They may be warriors, monks, caretakers, or strange symbolic forms. Perhaps one is a thick wall of stone, another a foggy shape, another still a voice that says, "Don't go there," a voice of doubt or shame. You do not demand access, you listen. Make space and allow an inner voice to arise in response to you asking the first protector, "What is your role in keeping this door sealed? And what have you been protecting me from?" Don't answer yourself, but allow the words to appear inside you naturally, as they must. These words may speak of childhood, where anger was dangerous, or of trauma where anger led to abandonment or pain, or of spiritual beliefs that said anger was impure, and yet again a society that said it's not proper or right. Now ask, what do you fear would happen if I fully felt the anger behind this door? Again, pause, relax your mind, and allow the answer to arise. The protector may say, "You'll become someone you hate. You'll be like that person, your father, someone you learnt to fear, or you'll destroy what you love. People won't like you and you'll be rejected." Whatever the answer, thank this protector and let it know, "I see you. I honor you. You have helped me survive." And now turn to the second protector. Ask, how long have you been carrying this burden, doing this job? Listen, feel. You may sense an age. You may see yourself at a particular time in the past. You may be 5, 9, or 14 years old. Memories may arise, along with tears and physical symptoms in your body. Which invite awareness. Let them come. Then ask, Is there something you'd rather be doing if you didn't have to protect me from this anger? See what arises. It may be surprising, something like supporting you to play, create, rest. Just see what the space provides. Now, speak to the third protector and ask, whose voice do you carry and whose belief do you protect? Feel the silence. Listen. Your answer may be an image or a person, a time long ago. An individual. It may be a parent, a teacher, a culture, a spiritual tradition that exalted serenity and shamed fire. Whatever the answer, say, you no longer have to do this alone. I am here. The self is here. There is space enough in me to feel it all. If these protectors trust you, the iron door begins to open. If not, ask what they need to trust you and wait. Negotiate. The self never forces. Take moments to listen and allow. As the door groans open, you enter a chamber glowing with red light. There at the center, chained and crouching, is a being of pure fire, your exiled anger. Not wrath, not rage, but the sacred, intelligent energy of anger. The part of you that once cried out, "This is not right. This is my boundary. No," but was silenced. Take a moment to examine how this appears to you. It may appear as a child with fist clenched, or a woman howling, or a warrior bound in chains. Or it may simply be a heat, a trembling or electricity running through your limbs. Just experience it. and then step forward as the self. Kneel before this part and say, I see you. And see them with your body and your mind. I know you are not allowed to be here. I know the others told you that you were too much. But I am here now, and you are not too much for me. Because I am grown up. And I can hold you. I can allow you. In the way that the others couldn't. Ask it gently. What do you want me to know about your pain? Listen. Allow the words, images, or sensations in your body to speak. Allow them. And then ask, what did you need to say, feel, or do then that you never got the chance to? And let the part show you through words, images, or body sensations. Make space and accept whatever arises as the deep wisdom that is yours. You ask, what have you been trying to protect me from? Perhaps this anger arose from betrayal, injustice, boundary violation, silence. Let it speak. Let it show you. Then say, what would you look like if you were fully welcomed? If your chains were gone? Observe the part in your mind and in your body. Witness any transformation, movement, or expression. This part may transform as energy. It may rise. It may weep. If it is ready, let it come to you. Hold it. Welcome its energy back to you and feel it begin to pour into your system, to integrate into your body and your mind, not chaotically, but naturally, rhythmically, intelligently. Let your nervous system feel it, this once banished fire, returning not to destroy, but to illuminate and power. You now return with this part up the stairway of the unconscious. The protectors watch in awe. They walk with you. You reach the hall of identity again. The ego waits, watchful. You step forward and say, "This anger is not your enemy. It is part of the self, not here to tear down, but to protect, to speak truth, to create boundaries where once there were none." The ego listens. It is instructed. Jung wrote, "One does not become whole by remaining perfect, but by becoming complete." This is what it means to reclaim the shadow. Let the ego respond and explain. "I feared this would undo us, but I now see that this is ready for return. This is our strength." In the center of the hall, a great hearth ignites. The fire is no longer buried. It lives in the heart of the castle. The mist around the castle is lifting. You walk the halls and they feel different now, whole. The angry child energy is no longer locked in the basement. The protectors are no longer on high alert. The ego is no longer exhausted, trying to suppress what the self can now hold. Breathe in this integration. Say to all parts, "It is now safe to feel anger. It is not dangerous. It is part of my truth and it belongs." The self is strong enough to hold the fire. I welcome the return of its energy. I welcome its wisdom. I welcome myself entire. When you are ready, slowly begin to return. You are the castle. You don't need to leave it. Feel it within you as you feel your body in the room, the breath in your chest, the support beneath you. You are no longer alone. This part of you is no longer in exile. you have remembered the way home.